What is good, guys? I hope everybody's having an awesome Friday. You are tuned in to another amazing episode of Saloon Sessions. We got some really cool stuff for you guys. We're going to be covering everything from AI. We got some amazing guests out here from Sonek, Saki, and Kyo, the big dogs of Sonium. You know it's going down. That being said, what is going on, guys? I'm going to be sending out some DMs, so let's vamp a little bit on this. Sleazy, you want to kick us off before we go into all the updates and the good stuff?
Well, first of all, I was looking at the trailer that we had just now, and I started thinking, when he jumps from top to bottom, can he actually land on this little lantern? Not the lantern, but the street
Yes.
light.
Yes, he
He
can.
can,
Yes.
making a little jumping puzzle. I like it. Idea just occurred to me, but yeah, maybe we can make a jumping puzzle. But other than that, great to be here. We have our good friend right here, and it's the Chinese New Year. We've made quite a few videos about it. I think I've only haven't done one with Sake from here, but I've done a couple of videos with the kind Sonics. So yeah, would you want to wait? No, I did make one with Sake, right? I think I tagged you.
Yeah, you make one with me.
Oh yeah,
I sent in all the voice memo. It was
yeah.
cool, man.
I guess I'm kind of making all of them, so And how have your Chinese New Year been so far? You're working overtime?
Is that question for me?
Yeah,
No,
you know he's working overtime, man. This guy never stops fucking grinding.
I'm always there.
Is there a
I'm always.
time?
I do sleep. Like, of course, I do sleep. Like, I have my team members who are around the clock also. So, yeah. Even if it's Chinese New Year, I think if there's any questions on Sake, we are here to help. But
Okay.
yeah, also like partnerships are still ongoing. Like, we celebrate Chinese New Year, but the other end of the world doesn't. So like, if there's anything that there's discussion ongoing, we are still speaking to people. Yeah, and partners,
Okay.
especially you guys. Like, homins are coming. Like, stay tuned at Posse. Like, the
I'm
drops is
excited.
coming.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
excited.
exciting.
Can't wait.
It's like the lucky wheel. Who's gonna get lucky this time? One of them was like another turn, right? So if you land on that turn, you just spin it again.
Oh, we got some comments coming in. Hello, guys. Hello, gentlemen. Happy Friday. What is going on, crypto? Shout out to you. And we got Ali out there as always. What's up, Ali? Always showing some love. Yeah, listen, man. I am excited for that sake drop, man. It's gonna be dope, man. Listen, I'm gonna cop one myself. So I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Not financial advice. Do your own research, but sake is cooking over there. To be honest with you. What else is like? Do you have any? I know the NFT updates coming up. I know you guys got some other stuff as well. What are you going to be doing coming up soon? Are you excited for Q1, Q2? Sake, what are you going on over there, Mojo?
Yeah, so Q1 will be like, so number one, the biggest thing that we have been hearing from the community. So these are informations that we collate in our feedback channel in our Discord. So like, everyone is asking for the LST listing. So like, I definitely understand everyone wants LST, liquid staking A star, or liquid staking ETH, restaking ETH. Yeah, so these are things that we are working with the partners. So number one, I want to assure that everyone here that what is important to Sake and everyone's deposit in Sake is that price oracle needs to be resolved. Like, if I list an asset without price, if we were to list asset without price oracle, everyone's deposit is at risk. So like, number one, I think this is one thing that I want to tell my community or everyone out there that wants the LST to be listed. So these are things that we're working with our partners. So for example, Nemo, for example, the upcoming liquid staking protocols that are here. The next portion is the NFTs that are minted on Posse. This NFT actually are eligible for what we call the Sake Lucky Spin.
That
So
sounds
like,
cool.
even if you
I want
don't
to hear more about that.
So for example, if you don't even deposit any money into our protocol, it's fine. You still can spin. Yeah, so like, you get points. So you guys, I think everyone generally know what points mean. Yeah, so like,
yeah, everybody's gonna be farming the shit out of them.
yeah, so feel free to come to spin, get your NFT. It's free mint, but we are giving the head start for the people that are really supporting us at the front. So like, the public mint will be later. So all this whitelist means people who have been supporting Sake throughout the past 6-7 months of us building. Yeah, so like I think that's only fair. Like these guys have been with us since we started Sake. These guys they deserve to get that whitelist and be early to mint. So like they do not have to fight with everyone else out there. So like it's not too late to come join us and do the public mint. In future, there's going to be more bottles. Like in plan is we'll probably mint Kill bottle, Posse bottle, Sonex bottle.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, so like so that's to mean
go.
that you get more spin every week. Yeah, so continue supporting the project. Like I don't see any harm doing it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
sounds
about
good.
all. And of course, we are exploring cross-chain, but these things are unstable. So like we want it to be stable before we do
Of
stuff.
course. Always. I think security is a top priority. That's dope, man. Well, first off, I'm definitely excited about the spin stuff. I love spin wheels, man. I don't know about you, but I think that stuff is really fun. I like the small little games and the gimmicky stuff. I think it's the fun things that kind of bring it to life. But other than that, you already know. We're really excited for the mint. Glad that you're able, it's an honor and a privilege to host you on the platform. So we're definitely really excited. And we have a huge new UI update and so much cool stuff that's coming. So it's going to be cool to be able to be a part of that with you guys. I think we've all become like really close. Like some projects at this point, like, you talk, you do business, but a lot of us, like we talk behind the scenes all day. We laugh, we joke. So I think it's really cool to finally build in a community, at least with other people that you're close with, as opposed to just like business. I hate it when it feels like overly businessy, because then I'm just like, oh my God, like I did this to get away from like the 9-to-5 world and actually get to meet cool people. So I love what you guys are doing. Geraldine, what is up over there? I know you guys, like, come on, give me a little something. Like, what's going on?
Oh, sorry, I was like trying to find where this browser is because I was like scrolling somewhere else. What is up with Sonex? Let me think about this.
Look at the powerhouse teams chatting. Oh, shout out to
Hi,
Panda Joy.
Panda.
Hey.
You see, Panda is the number one for us all. Everyone is like, "Hey, Panda!" Oh my god. Okay, I should stop. I should continue being serious again. Oh my god. Okay, so
Like,
anyway,
the
what?
ads where the panda comes up to the supermarket and randomly tops things over.
We should.
Anyway,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Panda.
Yeah.
So like I want to give a shout out to Panda. So like I think he's the most hardcore Sonium community member. He's probably in all our Discord, and then he's there helping everyone.
Yo, we already hit 100
yeah.
people, by the way, guys. We're already at 100.
Nice.
This thing's gonna moon already. Shout out to all you guys. We love you that you're tuned in. Go ahead, Geraldine. That was rude. We don't want to interrupt you. You got amazing stuff.
No, go ahead. It's Chinese New Year. I can't scold you.
Yeah.
It's not good luck for me to scold you right now. So I'll tolerate with you for this time round. It's okay.
Thank
But
you.
but for Sonex itself, basically right now, I guess everyone knows that our second Twitter account is suspended. I believe it's not. Yeah,
What's going on, bro?
I have nothing to say about this.
Third time is a charm, man.
I plead the
Yeah.
fifth.
I do
That's
have a
the
Twitter
reason.
account.
Like, if
But-
you access directly from China mainland IP, I heard that there are high probability of banning, and if you access it with multiple devices at once, with this Chinese IP, they could be banned. That's what I've heard.
That's
Not sure is
terrible.
what happened,
That's
but
terrible.
yeah.
Because like for the second account, the oops, right? Who's that guy? June was having a Twitter space, and out of nowhere he got booted out of his account of the account. He flew to Hong Kong that day because he wanted to fly to visit family, right? So his IP probably got logged out or something, and then we got suspended. And I'm like, meh, it's Chinese New Year soon, so why do I have to deal with this? Like, why? But it's okay.
Well,
It's a
listen,
good time.
you're gonna listen though. I know you guys. You're gonna do just fine. You're gonna be okay. You know we got your back. If we can help you out with anything with the marketing, if you get
I know
another
you
account
guys
back
have
up,
been so helpful.
we got
Because
you.
like all of everything, right? Like it's always the right timing. Like for the first account we got suspended right before the mainnet itself, and the second account we got suspended right after we did our investment PR. So it's like, what the
Okay.
fuck, bro?
It never stopped. Listen, Web. Listen,
What
it's
a timing.
madness. the algorithm, Elon is not kind with the algorithm, man. I'm telling you, that thing is constantly changing. So if you look at what's his name? NFT used to be NFT God. Now it's like Alex, whatever. He looks at it a lot, but you can go over there and you can review actually some of the code, the at least that's public. And there's things that are constantly changing. But the only thing that sucks is the geo bans. Like, I think that stuff, there's a lot of people that are actually legitimately growing accounts. They're getting traffic. So when stuff like that happens, it sucks because these companies, they do tend to run a little bit leaner. So when you're trying to get a hold of support or somebody, it's like a pain in the ass to get a hold of anybody. And we have like certified badges and all this crazy stuff, and we still can't get a hold of anybody sometimes. So it is. Have you tried reaching out or making a ticket to plead your case or something?
We did. We actually submitted tickets every single day, and we upgraded because like when we are trying to like unsuspend Sonex_SO, right? We actually had submitted like the appeal form. Mojo has also like submitted a DM to Premium itself, like to submit a ticket for us.
Anybody help? Listen, I will do it too if you need me, because we work with a manager. We have like a manager over there at Twitter. Like, I don't know if they're supposed to be like a specialist ads manager or whatever. Maybe I could send over a message or an email. The other thing, anybody in the audience, like if you guys have ever dealt with this and you have any particular advice on this situation, maybe shout out some advice, because that sucks.
It sucks.
They should really have like
I
human
spent a lot of
service
money on my
center.
PR. It's so annoying though. It's really annoying. I mean I appreciate Twitter help giving me a break after all this time. Like, it's like, really, take a break. You need a rest for Chinese New Year, and then bam, we are gone. But the thing is, at least let me finish my PR, right? Let me finish everything, and then let me have my holiday in peace. Not like just do it in the middle of nowhere. So it's like, but it's okay.
It's nuts.
I
It is
believe
nuts.
in every challenges, whoever give it to me, it probably will make us stronger than ever. So
You know what? That's a good way to look at it. What don't kill you make you stronger, or kills you faster, right? so,
I just feel like it doesn't kill me for now. I mean, it's Chinese New Year. Stop killing Chinese right now.
all right. So
So
you're feeling the vibes right now. You're vibing right now, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I am. It's New Year.
You're
My
vibing.
dogs are happy. I am happy because they have been playing fetch a lot recently because of the weather is pretty good right now. Like it was raining the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's
So
been
they
shitty. The weather was shitty for me too.
but you have snow, right? Do you for your
So
area?
out here, yeah. So I live in the New York, New Jersey area. I grew up in both states, but I live in Princeton area right now, which is in New Jersey. It's by the college, like Princeton, and we had snow, and then we had a shitload of rain. Like the weather out here is very much like if you've ever been to London or the UK. It's like constantly changing all the time. So it's like one day it's like schizophrenic. It's bipolar weather. But when the summer comes or the spring, oh my God, it's gorgeous. When the fall comes, it's gorgeous. Like the trees, just the way everything is. It looks so beautiful. But yeah, our weather is a little bit crazy.
Okay. But for us, it's like we have the monsoon season, so it's gonna rain like crazy, which is good. It's very cooling. It's not like the typical hot, humid Singapore. So
We're over
it
100,
was
guys. By the way, we're over 100. We're gonna be hitting 200
hi
soon.
guys.
What's
Nice.
up to everybody out there, man? You guys are epic, man. We love you guys for tuning in. It's so awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, my dogs are happy for this couple of days because they have the outdoor running and all, right? So it's
Okay.
good. But oh well, back to the topic before I go too
No,
far
yeah,
away.
go ahead. No, you're fine. You're fine.
So for Sonex itself, basically we are working a lot as well, building, integrating like the aggregators, the LST itself, also like doing the different integrations with other projects, to make sure that everything is running smoothly. But because of Twitter, we decided to not push everything out at this moment. So we're taking it slow at this point. But of course, I can't really reveal it too much at this point. But as what Mojo had shared earlier on the LST side, that's definitely something that we are working on. Then what else are we going to do? So basically the AI agent portion, we have actually mentioned this previously, right? Like we are going to build our alpha hunting thingy, but with the Telegram news itself, we need to pivot a little bit, but definitely AI agent is still in the books itself. Just that we have to switch it a little So, guys, if you guys are here listening and expecting something from our Telegram bot, we are still using it. Just that we are pivoting to another manner to actually continue the system, how it's going to run, and all. So, keep yourself.
If you need help, Sherilyn, we can also help you guys. Like we have a whole AI department. Like a lot of our engineers are actually like literally we're AI guys. So if you guys ever need any help or anything, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to just try to, you know what I mean, help wherever we can.
Definitely. So then we also have like the NFT coming up. Like you guys already saw the prototype that we're actually doing with
I'm
Kofi
excited.
itself.
I'm
I mean,
excited.
it's cute, right?
It's cool.
I'm
It's
not very
really
happy
cool.
with Lizzie.
I love it. It's
He's
cool.
making me a bird, and he filled me for the voiceover.
Mhm.
I think Mojo is happy about it. Can you believe it? He rejected me.
Yeah. Well,
I am very upset.
it's like the difference. Are you quitting or am I firing you? So they.
I
He
thought,
just
listen, I thought it was cool. I loved it. I loved everything you were doing. I'm excited for the mint as well.
he wanted
I
a
like the
female
art.
bird. I gave him a female bird. He rejected me at the door. So I'm not happy with Sleazy at this point.
That was
But
very
it's okay.
soothing.
It's fine. But it's okay. I embrace Sleazy for everything. So it's okay. In any case, the NFT is coming up soon. Just that we
Okay.
are no longer using the Telegram app to do that. So that is something that we can look forward to. So basically, for the Telegram app, the AI agent, integrations that's coming up, I think that is something that basically the community users, you guys have a lot to looking forward to. Anyway, so yeah, I'll pass it to Kai now.
No. You're good. You're good. Well, first off, before we move on to Kai, I want to tell you that stuff is awesome. You guys are awesome. Really excited for the mint. Same thing I told Mojo. It's an honor and a privilege to have you minting on our platform. We love you guys. You're the homies. You're like family at this point. I told you guys, whoever's coming to ETH Denver, you better meet up with me. That goes out for everybody in the crowd too. I will be speaking at a special event on behalf with Sonium. So they invited me as a speaker. So I will definitely, I can't wait for that. I'll be on stage, get to do, you know me. I like to fucking have some fun. I'll run around and make it all exciting. So if you're going to ETH Denver, that's going to be awesome. Also NFT Paris, all that other good stuff. So yeah, listen, shout out to Sonus. Go check them out, man. They got some cool stuff over there. They're working on gaming and AI and all this other crazy stuff. So go head on over there, check them out. What's going on with my homie Kai, man? I know my big dog. He's over there. What's up?
Good. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
For listening. 100 people, 130 people now. Yeah, good year. And actually, since last week, we've been focusing on development again. I mean, before ACS is like planned to start 3 weeks later now, right? Like from February 20th. So we have about 3 weeks now till it begin, and we want to get prepared. We are preparing a major facelift for our design, like a whole front end, including the swap page, pool page, and pool details page, and portfolio page, everything, and change our theme to a lighter theme. That's why we've got a UX UI feedback today and had an in-house AMA regarding those before we fix our final design and stuff. So that was one thing. And so what we're trying to do is to give a fresh impression. Whenever a new user enters the DEX, they usually see the same thing, same Uniswap style as swap page with input text and output and token logo, and probably max button, and some have charts, some have not, and some pool pages. So we want to give a fresh impression to the newcomers and find out and say, wow, this is somewhat different. I've never seen this. This would be very easy to use. We want to give that kind of impression to in every page of our product, including swap page, pool page. So yeah, this is still a very alpha. So nothing has been decided fully yet, so cannot disclose much. But we are going to, our concept would be personal customization and AI. So yeah, so we're starting to integrate some AI on our protocol, but not in like deep tech extent, but a very touchy, slightly
Yeah.
integrating. Yeah, but that would change the user experience in total. It'll totally change your workflow or trading flow.
Okay.
So that's what we're focusing on now, and also developing a solver ourselves so that we could provide a faster quote and want to unite all the liquidity on Sonium. So not sure how long it'll take since we started like a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, we were focusing on the development, and our whole roadmap is written on our Medium article. So we're just fulfilling our self prophecies.
That's
Yeah,
good,
so
man. You
quite
guys,
busy on it.
you're
Yes.
grinding.
Yeah, so we're grinding, and we want to finish like a major like front end part before the ACAs. Hopefully, maybe it's not possible, but in that case,
When's the date? When does it
finish
officially
the-
begin? I forgot. What's the official be?
I think it's not fixed, but our forum's proposal to begin on February 20th.
Okay, yeah. I was about to,
Probably, yeah. That and in the duration is about 70 days. Probably, I'm not sure whether it'll be extended or not. But anyway, yeah. That so within that 70 days, we want to make a native. I mean, like royal users, like that really love our product and like become an ambassador themselves because they want to see our product on all like every chains. So yeah, so that's our whole purpose.
yeah, I
So
could
we're
share this.
grinding.
Too. The campaign is for the public as well, right? It's not just.
Yeah, I think it's not announced yet, but it's publicly like posted on the forum. So I think
It is.
nothing
So that's
is.
public.
Yeah,
If I read
yeah.
that off, I'm able to read that.
Right.
Okay, cool. So yeah, guys, I'll share some of it with everybody. So for those that don't know about the ACS campaign with Astar, so the ACS campaign is designed to incentivize adoption and establish a sustainable economic flywheel for the Astar token within Sonium ecosystem. From the ACS campaign, we can expect the following: utility expansion of Astar, on-chain holder growth of Astar, deeper strategic alignment with Sonium, and preparation for broader adoption across the entire superchain ecosystem. If you don't know what superchain is, a lot of people are still questioning what that is. We'll cover more of that optimism and how all that works. It's actually some pretty cool stuff. Very similar to what you see with the Cosmos stuff, if you ask me. So preparation for broader adoption. The campaign will last 70 days from February 20th, to May 1st, 2025. The required budget for the ACS campaign is up to 100 million Astar tokens. And then building upon years of successful development, the Astar Foundation recently unveiled Astar Phase 1.5, which is centered on the three core pillars: Astar interoperability, Astar token expansion, Astar decentralized governance. So this is just like cover the basic stuff for everybody out there. And Kai, I know you're listen, man, every time I have a conversation with you guys are cooking something. Really excited. I know we'll figure something out. We got to get some commemorative, like a free NFT or some type of mint for you guys as well, which will be pretty cool. And I think a lot of you guys are really the stuff that you've been doing. It's crucial.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
the stuff you guys are doing is crucial. Like getting TVL on chain. People don't realize it's so imperative. It's so important that when the DEXs come on, the one unique thing that happens here that doesn't happen on other chains is that they work together. It really is. And I think you guys notice we've all been in the space a long time. To see a lot of these DEXs come together and figure out ways to work together is so cool because you can actually see the traction and you're getting more than I've seen some guys that have been trying to build and get things up and going and just haven't been able to do it on a lot of different chains. But when you work together and you figure out unique ways to do that, that's when things start to get kind of cool because then you can start expanding into things like you were saying, AI, Sonex into gaming, getting into a lot of the stuff that Saki's getting into right now. I think at the end of the day, it's finding that common ground. But besides that, what the hell's going on in life, man? Are you watching any cool show? What do you do? It's Chinese New Year, bro. It's Lunar New Year. This is a time to celebrate. It's the year of the snake. Like that means it's supposed to be good fortune, profitability. So, we're all hoping we're going to win this year. Like, what are you doing in your spare time now? You watching some anime? You're like, come on, you got
That's
to get.
it.
Oh yeah. And meanwhile, I also thought, like, looking at your logo, it looks like a do not pass sign. Like, it's a red and like a cross.
Across.
And you could have like a traffic light
Not
where it's like a
disturbed.
red, and then there is the green where it's like a tick on a green background.
You're nuts. Oh, for an NFT, that would be funny. Yeah, but Kai, what are you up to? What are you up to in life, man? Like, what does Kai do outside of the madness that is Web3?
Yeah, I have walked to just like having a lot of time with my family, and
Awesome, man.
actually I'm DJing myself, so a lot of time when I'm not working, I play on chains. I play
As you
like
should.
buy some tokens on Solana, buy some tokens on Base, some tokens on Asanium, like meme coins, and I also
I love shitters, bro. I
yield
love my
farm a
shitters.
lot on several DeFi protocols, so that
Okay.
I could be like play skin in the game, so that I could get to know the recent trends on DeFi protocols and such. So I put my money on every protocol and experience it, and like find out. I could. This is a really good feature. I think we could come up with something with this, or this is unpleasant experience. I should definitely avoid this. So in our platform, so we could feel the kind of things while using many protocols. So yeah, it's pretty boring, but it's
No, it's
also
not.
lucrative.
That stuff
Yeah.
is not boring. Listen, man, that's the fun. Listen, I tell people all the time, you're in the fun part of Web3 now. To be able to be in
Yeah.
the community and get into the Degen stuff, and whether you're trading with BullX or using Photon or using Hotbots or whatever it is
Right.
that you do, that stuff is fun to me, man. Like I love
Yeah.
sitting there. If I could stare at charts and play the charts all day and have some fun in the trenches, like I miss those days. Don't get to do it as much. But I still do when I do
Yeah.
have the spare time. I'll jump on, obviously I'll check out the shitters on Solana and Base right now. But yeah,
Like,
no, that's
you
good
might
stuff.
you might get bullied in high school for doing this because you're kind of a nerd for
Yeah,
for
you're
doing this.
crazy.
But,
But you're gonna have more money than everybody else. Ideally, you can do it right.
yeah, but when it actually comes to being a grown up, then you are gonna be
Yeah.
way above them.
No one is stopping me.
Exactly. What about you, Sleazy? What's up with you, man? What have you been doing over there besides marketing away with us? Obviously, for those that don't know, Sleazy is our CMO. So
Honestly, I'm having quite a bit of fun, especially lately, because I've been looking first of all at some of the AI stuff, but I guess I can mention that a bit later. But also, I've been doing like a lot of voiceovers. So for those who don't know, I started voiceovers as having like a little bit of an anime series, you could say, like 3 minutes. Yeah, not many people might be familiar with it, but there are anime series which every episode is like 2 minutes long. It's not very popular, but it actually comes out like weekly, so it's kind of I never really watched them too much myself.
they're
but,
big
yeah.
on YouTube. They're big on YouTube. So like these animated series we just hit 200. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, man. We love you guys. 200 people, man. It's always good. The last one got up to 700 people, so it's nutty, man. No, I love those little animated series. Like I think that they're corny and cheesy in a good way, and they're funny, and they have cool elements of it. And it's like, I don't know. To me, that stuff is cool. Like you can see it on YouTube. They do a lot of these different types of series, but the way that you do it, I do like it. I think it's actually pretty cool. Shout out to Ort Counter. What is going on, Ort Counter? Pleasure for tuning in today. Great to have you. You know what I mean? We do this like every week. So, you know what I mean? If you guys are tuned in and locked in, we'll be doing giveaways and all that cool stuff. And if you have any questions or there's anything that you want covered or that you're curious about, we love the feedback. That's the best part about this, being able to kind of, go back and forth with the community. But go ahead, Sleazy, talk to me, man.
And I was saying, actually, love especially lately doing those voiceovers. I remember my first voice impression was Venom. Because I watched the movie Venom like it was in university, and I kind of liked joking around with one of my friends from university. I would talk like this because I would be the conscious voice of that guy. Hey, you're making a mistake there. You're that's one of my favorite line. You're a loser, Eddie.
Oh, like Spider-Man and like the Joker and all that stuff.
well, it was more Venom was making fun of Eddie. The
Oh, Eddie Brock. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. From the new. Did you see the new Venom movie?
not the latest one.
It was
but
garbage. It was garbage.
well,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
telling you, my opinion, it was garbage. Yeah. They ruined the storyline, but that's for another. I won't ruin it for you.
Yeah, but like the first movie, I think it was still the best. Especially
was.
like when Venom told him to jump off a building because Venom can do that, and on the Eddie actually was too scared to do that, so he used the elevator, and he was like, "Pussy."
You guys are too much.
That was kind of funny. So yeah, I'm actually kind of happy to get back to my roots of getting like the first voice impression that I ever did. Because for those who haven't noticed, I've been doing tumbleweed news, So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
doing
pretty
this
cool.
kind of voice. So, but we cannot use Venom because IP.
Yeah, of course. We
Yeah.
don't want to violate IP.
Yeah. So I'm using tumbleweed. He's kind of like a symbiote, but he's a tumbleweed. He like attaches himself into somebody, and sometimes he controls the host, and sometimes he just is there for the ride.
This stuff
So-
is nuts, man. The things that we come up with over here is crazy, bro. But it's so cool.
And the other one, I found one. I don't know if you're familiar with VR chat. It's
Okay.
a pretty popular game. There's one troll, a voice troll, who has a very
Shout out to Crypto
Yeah.
Grandpa. He said, I love tumbleweed. Well, we're glad that
Yeah.
you like tumbleweed. With compliments of Sleazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I also love the idea. And yeah, the guy has quite a very convincing like female voice,
Okay.
and then has a very low masculine voice. So I'm kind of trying to imitate that. The problem is it took him like 3 years to actually achieve this voice.
Oh,
So,
wait, shout out. We got our next thing on there. Yo, what's up, Nico? Just want to make sure we acknowledge that you're there. Can you hear us?
Guys, hi.
Yo, what is up? I just want
Hello.
to acknowledge you. I'm going to let Sleazy finish, but we're definitely going to do an introduction and get
Yeah.
the audience. We're up to like 220 people, so we want everybody to
Amazing. Good.
Go ahead,
I'm here,
Sleazy.
guys.
Yeah. And I'm saying like I'm gonna try to someday learn how to talk like a girl, because like
Oh my
it's
God,
actually
good luck with
so
that.
difficult. Like it feels like I've watched like maybe 2 hours in total of tutorials, but nothing of this works for me. Like especially because my voice is pretty bass, so it's very difficult. It feels like learning how to play basketball. It doesn't matter how much you actually study the technique. You just gotta practice it for hours on end until you get to it, and it takes years to do it. So yeah, it's gonna be a very long ride for me. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping to achieve, and also maybe a year. Although
Well, I
it's
tell
gonna
you
be
this:
closer than
there's
a year,
this
you know?
one guy who's a voice actor. I forgot his name, but he's gotten really, really famous. And like he sits on the red carpet, and when all these people from Hollywood come by, he's like, come here," and he talks to them in their voice, and it freaks them out. Yeah. I got to show it to you. I'm gonna send you the guy. I forgot his name. It's this young kid, and he's so good. When I mean good, I mean like the best I've ever seen. His impressions are scary good. And it freaks out. Sometimes you see the Hollywood like actors, they feel they're like, what the hell? It's good stuff. But that being said, Nico, what is going on, my brother? Great to have you on the stream. Listen, guys, Nico's the man. He's also Nico. What do you do over at Sonics again? I don't want to say it wrong.
Good. Hey, guys. I mean, it's always a pleasure being here with you. So once
Always a
again,
pleasure having
thanks for inviting us. So it's really nice being here with you. Actually, yeah, I come from the operation side, but mainly on the community affairs, and let's say that I'm mainly handling the community, the ambassadors of Sonex, as well as some collaborations with KOLs and influencers. So yeah, pretty much involved in a lot of different operational stuff, but yeah, mainly community-wise, I would say.
So what have you been
That's-
up to? What are you most excited about coming up? I know Geraldine was sharing with us some of the stuff that's coming up, but is there anything? It could be just in Web3 in general. It could be AI. It could be anything that you're into. What are you going? What's going on in your world?
And hey,
you
episode 2 of Angry Birds with Sonics is coming up.
Oh,
I
episode
was,
2 of
I
Angry
was
Birds.
about
Tune in.
to discuss about that, guys. I was about to discuss about that, guys. Yeah. Just That's something that I saw last night, and it was pretty amazing. So yeah, also the guy, our ambassador Oliver, is really keen and excited to continue those kind of episodes
Yeah.
with the Angry Birds and stuff. It's really nice, in
So
fact.
for those that
Yeah.
don't know, Posse Studios, we do these episodes with other like projects and stuff. So
Mhm.
what Sleazy does, and because we have like 230 people, I want to make sure everybody's kind of caught up to date. So to reset, basically what we do is we develop these mini shows, right? They're like these little animated AI mini shows where there's voiceovers and there's a whole storyline, and it's really cool. It's almost like having like a spin-off of like manga in a way, and it's pretty cool. I think
Right.
it's pretty cool. But go ahead,
Right.
Nico.
Yeah. So, okay, let's say maybe I can just very briefly share what I'm doing in my real life. In
Oh yeah,
fact,
please, yeah.
yeah, I have an engineering background. In fact, I have
Okay.
finished a technical university, so I have an engineering degree, and then I have continued on, let's say, doing also a PhD on engineering. So
Mhm,
this is the point that I met Web3. That was like five,
mhm,
6 years ago, and
mhm.
You're gonna be Dr. Nikos.
Dr.
yeah,
Nikos.
in fact, yes, but usually I tend to forget my other titles. So I'm just Nikos, and I don't like the big titles and all those
Yeah, I'm not a big
heavy
fan of.
things,
I say
so to speak.
I'm a chief public servant. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you're the." I hate the CEO title. I say no, I'm chief public servant. That's my
Right,
job.
right. Yeah, so yeah, I'm mainly involved, let's say, in that kind of business, so engineering, and yeah, I also have like a big, let's say, love towards Web3, and that was the point when I started my, let's say, Web3 um involvement. It was back in 2020 approximately,
Mhm,
and it was at that time with KuCoin. So I was involved in KuCoin. I applied for an ambassador program at that point, and then I was more involved into being the manager of all the ambassadors
mhm,
at that time. And yeah, my let's say secret love was marketing. So I always loved marketing, networking with people.
I
So
agree. Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
it's a field that I feel more comfortable. Also in real life, it's always nice. I mean, to
Are
be
you gonna
networking with
be?
other
Are
people.
you gonna be at ETH Denver or anything? I'll meet you there if you are. Like, I'll.
Unfortunately, not.
No.
But I think
Oh
that we'll,
man.
yeah, we'll have more opportunities. I think in the near
Okay.
future. So I think that we'll have more opportunities to meet each other. And as Sonium and our projects will be thriving, hopefully, I think that we'll have more opportunities. To meet in
I
real
agree.
life.
I agree.
Yeah, right. So yeah, that's more or less my story. And yeah, and then I had some let's say good connections with some of the guys from Sonex, and they invited me to be also involved in the new project and all those things that we're cooking together with Geraldine and the rest of the team. Yeah, and I'm pretty excited for that. And also, I mean, it's been a pleasure meeting all of you guys. And
Of
I feel
course.
like I told you, I feel this sense in Sonium that I didn't feel it in the past.
Yeah, it's
There is
unique. It's
such a
unique.
positive vibe, and each project wants, I mean, I feel that each project wants to also push the other project, and that's really
That's my
important. So
favorite part about it. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, I told you I'm a community guy and I'm a networking guy, so it's my field. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice
Well,
being here, guys. Thanks.
no, no, no. Listen, Nikos, I love it. I love how your energy, your vibe, the way that you've always been, has been top notch. I love everything.
Likewise, likewise,
Thank you,
Chris.
brother. I really appreciate it, man. I think at the end of the day, those that are really looking to build community, those that are really looking to push the envelope, I think that that's what really Sony has been about. And maybe it doesn't have right now because it just started the volume of the Solanas or the bases, and you could
Hmm.
talk about those points. But I like to think that there's something special here already in the very short period of time. And it has nothing to do like, yeah, it's great that Sony and a major corporation is backing it. But what I think
Agree.
it's the vibe. And I tell people that all the time, like, when you're running a business, you can look at things a couple different ways. You can either have 10,000 users spending a penny, or you can have 1,000 quality people, or even 10 quality people spending, a whale. And I always tell
Hmm.
people quality over quantity. And
Of
I think
course,
that quality is here. And
of
that's the thing.
course.
Like, I don't know, like what people are seeing now. We have 240 people watching this live that are tuned in, literally watching us. So it's crazy because I think to myself, wow, like people see our vibe. They see what we're doing. They see we're just being ourselves. There's no like over shilling. There's no like, we're all building cool stuff. Like,
Right.
Kai and Keel, like I love talking about what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be building all types of really cool stuff. I love seeing what Sonix and you guys are doing. I love seeing what Sake is doing, because I think
Mhm.
that when you get to highlight these projects and put them up, it draw if one person wins, everybody wins, right? Because
Exactly.
it draws in like a diverse community of people looking for things to do. Shout out to Geraldine. I know she had to jump, but we
Yeah.
love you, Geraldine. But yeah, no, I like I said, I think it's really great. So let's get in. First things first, man. So Chinese Lunar New Year, Year of the Snake. So it's supposed to
Mhm.
be like profitability. Like, what is your resolutions? Let's go through resolutions. So I'm gonna start with you, Mojo. What is your resolution for 2025? Like, what do you want to accomplish this year personally? It could be anything. It doesn't always have to be business.
And you have to say it in a hissing snake voice.
No, no.
Yeah. So
New
like
Year
I'm
resolutions.
so like I'm one of the guys who don't set resolutions, because like I
Okay.
think it's something that
They never work out anyway. Don't feel bad.
it actually hinders you, like, fuck, I didn't do this shit.
Yeah.
Mind my language, but
No,
it's
bro,
like,
you're good. Listen, man, that's the vibe. You're good.
Hey, like
it's
if you
always
make
something.
resolutions, you gotta make sure you like have a review at the end of the year if you accomplished it or not. Yeah.
I've never reviewed my resolution. So like when I was younger in my days, I do such things, but I find it pointless, because like you never really follow it. So like I just do what I think I need to do. So like
Okay.
some of the targets I have in life is to like get back in shape, because like as you
It's
age,
a good one. It's a good one.
that's something that
It gets harder to
that's something
lose the weight.
it goes
I know.
downhill, and especially if you have like partners who can cook very well. So like my wife cooks very well. So like I do
Same
like,
for me. Same for me.
Yes.
yeah, your shape goes like sideways. So I think that's something that is one of my target. The other portion is like I guess you need to make it in life. So like don't back hole anymore.
Yeah. You can't shortcut shit no more when you hit 30, guys. Once you hit 30, the shortcut shit doesn't work anymore.
Mojo always
Yeah.
posts like a food picture in his X.
I know. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that shit, man. I'm
Yeah,
a
but,
foodie too, so it's trust me. I
yeah,
feel
so
you.
like I think yeah, so in short, my target in life is to be healthy. And also the next portion, I guess, everyone wants to be wealthy, but wealthy in a way that you don't become a, so like I think a lot of people become wealthy and then they turn into a monster,
Yeah.
which I think is something that let's be nice to everyone. The world is bad enough. Yeah,
I
so,
think
so like, I
money.
think that's one rule that I have in
Go ahead.
life.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you ever become rich, don't be that guy that you always hated when you were poor.
Man, that is good advice. Listen, that is really good advice. In fact, you brought something up that made me think about it. I always say, I read a lot, like a lot. So I'll go through a couple books a week. Like I love reading when I have the spare time. Most of my time is spent programming and doing everything else with the team. But I'll tell you this, money isn't good or bad, right? It's an inanimate object. What money simply does is make you more of what you already are. Money is an amplifier. And I tell people this all the time. So, what money will do in your life is either make you more of a bad, if you're a shitty person, you're going to be a super shitty person when you have money. If you're a good person, you're going to be a super good person if you have money. And I tell people this all the time. It just amplifies. And if you want proof of this, you could just look at charity work. There's a lot of people that are wealthy. They do a lot of charity work. I'm sure tax write-offs and there's stuff that plays a part in that. But like the reality is that's all money
BR.
has ever done. Yeah, BR. I've had money and I've had nothing at all. So like having been on both sides of that fence, I agree with you. I think that is a really good point that you brought up.
Yeah, so like definitely like I think the most important thing is about health. So like okay,
Can't buy that. You can't buy that.
I'm going to share something interesting. So like
Yeah, please.
so I used to be a runner. So I half marathon runner. So like I do a lot of runs in the past. So like there was once I went for a run and then I kind of fainted. So I hit my head hard. So like working out doesn't mean you're healthy.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
So I hit my head and then my entire spinal cord got injured.
Oh my
So
god.
like I got paralyzed for a period of time. A short-term paralysis. So those are things that you will only appreciate once you hit it. So like appreciate your health. So like I think health is one of the biggest thing in life, and that thing can't be bought with money. So like there's definitely some permanent injury there. So like yeah, so it takes a while to recover, and it's something that you will be fearful if you ever hit it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, man. That's a personal thing too. Like, yo, I really appreciate that. That's good advice for a lot of people out there. I think we tend to overlook the little things in life that matter. Like, when you work in business for a long time, especially the older you get, this is inevitable. You become bitter, right? The world makes us bitter because we go through shit. And then as men, like we have the pressure where we feel like we have to live up to a certain standard. We have to conduct ourselves a certain way, talk a certain way. We don't get to explore a lot of those emotions and those things, like at least in public, that are important, like the mental health and all that stuff, your physical health. Like that stuff really matters. It plays a big role in your success, your partner that you choose in life, the way that you treat yourself. So I do agree with you, because I think there's more than one way to measure wealth, right? Like I think achieving wealth for me is more than just monetary. I think being able to have companionship with what we do here, I think being able to have people that you can talk about with things like that, that's important, because when you bottle shit up, like it really does get out of control, and it affects your physical health. A lot of people don't realize that. So yeah, man, shout out to you, man. You're a champ, bro. I know you've been through some stuff and you're still pushing through. So man, that's all the more reason why I'm rooting for you, my brother.
100%. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Like
No,
I'm rooting
anytime.
for everyone here.
No, you are, and it shows, bro. Like Mojo, it shows in your work ethic, bro. Like I see it every day. Yeah, I was just saying, Kai, what about you? New Year, Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year of success and good fortune. How are you feeling? What's the vibe for you, man? Any resolutions? Like where are you sitting at?
Yeah, by the way, you
Yeah,
in
our
Korea, right?
resolution.
Is it
Yeah,
is it celebrated there?
we're currently in Tokyo. But my resolution is to stabilizing as
Okay.
the protocol. Yeah, so like in terms of financially, so that so that our technologists could have like constant flow of the bribe, and we could also have we don't have to worry about like a runway over companies,
Yeah,
so that we
yeah,
have so that we have enough fuel to continue to develop and expand ourselves to another chain, expand our product in vertically, and develop a more complex product that could
yeah.
interweave all the devices. So that's what we're currently working on. And one other goal is to launch one or more product that are combining AI into our products. I mean, we shouldn't be behind the trend, so we should
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should
yeah.
keep experiencing new things. We've been actually in the behind. We've been running a Telegram group that are summarizing news articles regarding the crypto news and such. And it's been yeah, running quite well with low cost, actually near zero cost. So we checked that we could utilize AI with extremely low cost. So I think we could make it in production now. But we want to do more advanced stuff. So currently, the AI agent is a boom, and that's why you are working on AI agent memepad as well. And Linsonics is also working on agents. And yep, the DeFi is a like major sector that agent might work well because it is basically, fundamentally complex, so that we could simplify that through uh, through AI agent, but also it inevitably entails danger, security risk, because if you just change one letter from the parameter, it wrecks your whole font.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, so it should be dealt really carefully. So we'll begin with some hard coded like parameters with some natural language processing,
yeah.
so that we could start lightly. So yeah, that is one thing. Through that, we want to establish our product and make our position unique in the ecosystem. Being unique. AMM itself is using the same curve. Everyone is using the same Uni V2, Uni V3 curve.
Mhm.
Even Uniswap V4 just launched like a few hours ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, but currently no one is using it. But anyway, it is basically using the same curve, so there's no uniqueness into the mathematics itself. But
Mhm.
what unique comes from the unique, like that could be an yield from a uniquely high yield from tokenomics, or there could be a unique UX, there could be unique UI, there could be unique tokens, meme culture. There should be something that are unique, and what we want to bring ourselves unique is the comfortable use for the expert users, and both expert and basic users, so that you could that's why we are so indulging in one-click transaction, and
Mhm.
now we are focusing on like quick setting. It's not about zapping, but you'll know when it kind of launches. Yeah,
Mhm.
quite hard to explain in text. But yeah, so that's what we're focusing on, and what how we want to position ourselves within the product. The front end itself is not a mode. It could be copyable if there is no license, but constantly evolving front end isn't copyable, because we are always one step ahead of something, and that's how Uniswap dominated the DEX landscape on many chains. They've developed a new, constantly one step ahead from other product. So for us, we want to constantly ahead of in terms of UX, and want to unite the event chains and L2, especially on L2s, and that's how we want to
How
position
do you
ourselves to stabilize. Yeah,
Well, besides, I'm going to ask you one technical question that I think is going to be interesting for
yeah.
the audience, but I also want to ask you a personal question. So I'll start with the technical question, then I'll ask you a personal question. So, how do you differentiate yourself? Like, for example, when you look at Uniswap, who kind of like paved the
Mhm.
way in so many different ways,
Yeah.
from your perspective, in a landscape where there's so much competition, there's so much stuff going
Yeah.
on, what is the
Yeah.
unique
So
way that you are able? Can one like capture market share? Is it where
mm,
you pick a niche? Is it like, for instance, where you say, "Hey, we're going to specialize in this," or is this deck's going to have pools in this one? You're going to have pools in this, and we'll have pools with this. Like in your perspective, how does it work where everyone can win? You know what I mean?
mm. Yeah, we're not finding a niche market. We are like confronting to the major market, and
Okay.
how we want to compete is that Uniswap is a passive AMM, and everyone is pass. If you are helping there, you're letting your capital in passive. Just like you're like putting a limit order on every tick of the Binance order book. Like for example, either USDC pair, you're setting buy order on every tick, and you're setting sell order on every tick above. So that's what you're basically doing when you're providing liquidity on AMM. And we want to make that we want to change that to active MM. While you're doing on passive MM, you also do active MM in concurrent way. So you earn your LP like earns in double way,
Mhm.
and it doubles your APY. So that's how we want to position ourselves in terms of LP. There are two different target traders and LPers. They are like eggs and hens, but they're obviously different group and different styles, and we have to approach differently. So to the LPs, we want to position ourselves as a better option than Uniswap in terms of APY with the same safety. So that's how we want to position ourselves to LP. And for the traders, we want to position ourselves as a better option and more comfortable option for the traders, and giving you the probably not the sex-like experience, I don't say, but much better on-chain experience and automated experience. So that's what we're approaching with differently with these two different groups.
So, all right. So first off, that's really cool. Now to decompress everybody's brain because you just spit some fire and all that stuff was super cool. And I think at the end of the day, you hit it right on the head. I think, tackling a problem head on and staying ahead of the curve is exactly the best way to do something. And yeah, runway and all that other stuff comes in there. But bringing it back down to earth for a minute, I want to know, what does Kai want to do for New Year personally? Is there anything personally that you want to accomplish for the New Year? Is there anything that you want to do? It could be anything. I know Mojo was saying, just something that perhaps you're looking forward to doing.
Pretty similar with Mojo, actually. I want to shape my body better. I definitely had to work out. There were like less sleep for the last few months, and I haven't had time to exercise. Actually, this is just a reason that I'm making up. I couldn't work out because I was busy. I know it's just
it's bad. I ignore my watch. Like my watch, like I'll have the Apple Watch, and it'll be like, you need to do 10 squats or this. I'm like, whatever. Like right back.
You guys definitely you're describing my life now, guys.
That's all. I'm in front of a screen, like literally, guys. I'm not exaggerating, and I want to say this quite honestly. I am in front of a screen, quite literally, probably close to 20 hours a day.
Yeah, this is like totally. Yeah. So I should take care more about my health, and I should definitely quit drinking. I'm a casual.
Moderation. Whoa. Moderation. A little drinking might not be okay.
Drinking. Yeah, of course, not quitting, but yeah, I like sake, whiskey, and So
you're a man after my own heart. I'm Irish, so you're a man after my own heart. I could do a shot of whiskey with you. Are you going to be?
I don't drink I don't drink a lot like at once, but I often drink. I'm a casual drinker, so
nothing wrong with that.
That's worse in terms of health. So
are you going to be at ETH Denver?
Still considering it might be.
If you are, meet up with me. I got you. We'll hit some after parties, and listen, bro.
When we meet up all together, Mojo gotta bring us enough sake.
Our CTO is going to be going with us, so you know what I mean. It's going to be
now. I have a goal. I have to reduce my weight by like 10 kilograms by then.
You're good.
That's quite a bit. Chris doesn't speak kilograms. What's that? 22 pounds?
No. I forgot. You guys
Americans.
I forgot. So hold on. 22 kilograms to.
No, it's 10 kilograms. It's 22 pounds because it's kilograms times 2.2.
How the hell did you get that? Listen, you Mr. fucking wizard over here. What the hell?
I watched American-based gym videos for like a year, and so I memorized the number.
So
because they would always talk in pounds, and I would have to translate it in my head to kilograms.
So before our final topic, which will cover some of the AI stuff, I was going to say, Nikos, what about you, man? Like, what are some of your personal goals for New Year? You know, we got Year of the Snake, good fortune, all the good vibes. What's up with you, man?
Actually, guys, you gave me several good ideas. One of them is, I recently bought a new Apple Watch, an Ultra 2 Apple Watch. So I have to make good use of it. I used to have like previous, the regular, let's say, Apple Watches. So now with the Ultra one, one of my goals was, to start being more active when it comes to, hiking and such kind of things. You all know that we have very limited time during the day. We're like, 16, 17, 18 hours,
That's crazy.
Let's say, in front of a PC screen, and we're really having like, such kind of jobs. But the thing is that at least in my case, I'm trying to say that, okay, I have to devote at least 1 hour per day so that I can go to my spin class, and then I can also have like some sort of hiking, not adventures, but let's say hiking experiences, especially during the weekends. So that's a major goal, and this comes, I mean, directly connected to health. Of course, health comes first, right? I mean, if you don't have your health, you have nothing. And
You can't buy
actually,
health. I tell people that's the one thing. You can have all the wealth in the
exactly.
world, but you can't buy time and health, man.
And the thing is that we always take health for granted, and we
Mhm.
believe that it's gonna be always there, and we say that, okay, let's skip today and tomorrow. I mean, I can waste my day today, and I can live tomorrow. I mean, life can wait till tomorrow. But yeah, that's the second thing. That's time. Health and time are the most important things, and I always consider that. I say that, okay, you have your health today, but you don't know what tomorrow will bring. So you have to live your life every day. And that's something that we always postpone, for the day after and such things. Anyway, that's one of the things that I want, to put in top priority, so to speak. That that
Yeah,
that that is better time management, in fact, because when you have better time management, you can spend, I mean, enough time on your work, but at the same time, you can also spend enough time on yourself. So that's really important. And the thing is that there is a Greek saying that says that if your mind is healthy, also your body is healthy.
I like that.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it means like this. It's an ancient Greek saying, and the thing is that, I mean, you have to exercise to keep your mental stability, and at the same time, you have to, you know, feel healthy and also to support both your mind and your body. So
Mhm.
it's a difficult combination, to achieve. But yeah, it's always the goal. So yeah, that's my, let's say, main personal goal. I mean, everyone wants to get wealthy and, yeah, spend more money on things that they like. But the thing is that in the end, you don't buy with money. You don't buy all those materialistic stuff. What you can buy with money is your freedom. In fact,
Mhm.
when it comes especially to managing time and your life the way that you like, and that you can also support your people around you. So that's what money eventually bring. So that's the main thing, I would say. And the other thing, of course, is that in my case, I broke up in 2024. So 2025, I mean, I can find a new partner. So yeah,
Okay. Oh, you're on
you
the
know.
my boy. Listen, shout out to all we got over 300 people in here right now.
Hey
So,
guys,
if
hi.
any of these beautiful ladies out here in Web3 want to
Right.
check out my boy Nikos, man,
Hey,
hook
I
him
mean,
up, man. Hook him up.
you might want to
The
wait
thing.
until 2026. 2025 is like
Instant
the
blonde
bull
date.
run, you know?
Look at
Okay.
he's a handsome, awesome, hardworking guy. Go hook him up.
Exactly. I'm just 30, not even 35. I'm actually 34. So I think I'm a good case. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's life, and we always look for something new and something, of course, more exciting. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, guys, from the personal perspective.
Well, you taught you one thing stood out to
I
me when you
heard
go ahead, go ahead.
Nicholas has a lot. I heard Nicholas has a lot of Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's a lot of Bitcoin.
Nah,
Yeah.
I wish I had, but no,
He's-
no.
I'll tell you this. One thing you said that really stood out to me, like kept in mind, is I tell people all the time, like work-life balance is everything, right? And it's so
Mhm.
hard. It almost doesn't exist anymore. And
Right.
it's hard. That's why you see like a lot of like high achieving individuals, they say they manage their time using like block scheduling and stuff. But listen, man, you can go online, and I tell this to everybody. And I went through that phase where I spent countless, endless hours literally
Mhm.
going through like efficiency practices and what do other CEOs do and looking through block scheduling and healthy ways to manage. And it's like, there comes a time when you get analysis paralysis too, but you get so caught up in systematic things that it works against you. So now I've
Mhm.
kind of learned to have more of like a free form, because here at the end of the day, the most important thing is health, like you said. And it's hard to balance that in a world where it requires so much of your time and effort. And I say this all the time: a poor man, right, wants, everything, but a sick man only wants one thing, and,
Right.
and, and that's to be healthy. And the reality is that when you have cancer, or God forbid, and you get sick, like, your bills don't matter anymore. You're not even thinking about your bills. You're not thinking about anything in the world. You're not like, when you're sick, you're just like, God, please, if you're there, like, I just need to get better. So I tell
Right.
people every day, you have to really, I agree with you, my brother, that you really have to take that into account. Thank you for sharing that, though, man. That's awesome.
Thanks,
Let's
guys.
see. No, anytime. We had 300 people. That being said, it's a perfect time. So to finish up, the last two things we're going to cover is so everybody knows, another big reason why we're getting this together is we're launching our AI agent platform. I know there's like less than 10 worldwide. We've been really excited about this. A lot of our developers, our CTO, Nick St. Germain, he worked with EA Games. He's worked with other major corporations like Third Web. He's a rock star. Some of us, myself, as an engineer, and a couple of the other guys, we develop a lot of technologies, and quite a few actually specialized in AI. And it was just stuff that we've been talking about for quite some time. So when all the buzzword took off, it was interesting because it kind of just like the timing was perfect for us because really blockchain, gaming, and AI is like our MO, so to speak. So we really set out to develop a unique experience because when you look at like virtuals, you look at Vayfu, you look at Creator Bid, you look at AI agent layer, which are really the only other ones that exist besides Top Hat. There quite literally is like less than 10. None of them really do. And this is not any like, not shade. I think these guys are great. I love the UI. I love the stuff that they're doing. But a lot of the features, I think there's a lot of misnomers. There's a lot of things that people don't understand about AI and what it really is. People can get it very confused for if and then statements and more algorithmic stuff. So for us, we wanted to set out to build something that actually worked, right? Like when you go to create an agent now, I think really what you see is some Twitter stuff and little things like that. But getting it to actually operate in the game and getting demos people can use, getting it to actually manage wallets and transactions and things like that. Nobody has done that yet. Like it really, that's kind of like if you jump in Eliza's Discord and you kind of go into like the tech, I'm kind of like, we're all in like the academic circle. So we're constantly having conversations about this. And this is kind of what people are still kind of racing to do. So for us, we were excited. This was a great opportunity to start basic and then kind of scale from there. When will we play guitar for us? I knew this was coming. You guys always get me. I promise. So for those that don't know, shout out to you guys. I know a couple of you out there that are watching have been DMing me this. I'll talk about that next. I promise. So I hate you guys put me on the spot. I hate talking about myself. So yeah, the Yeehaw thing is really cool because it's an AI agent platform. It's going to be cross-chain. And we're also doing two sides to that. It's a B2B side and a business to consumer side, right? So the idea is for the consumer and retail market, you'll be able to launch your own agents. We're working on a subscription model for everybody where they can do things like wallet management. They can do things like, yeah, shout out to you, Kama. You're funny, man. I like you. You could do things like wallet management, but having an AI trade, exactly, right? Like people don't realize that's a deep dive, right? From an engineering perspective, we're still not even there yet. A lot of people don't realize, like, in order to accomplish something like that, there's so much that needs to happen on the technical end. For example, as you pull data into a database, that data needs to be parsed, right? But most importantly, data needs to be cleansed. You need to ensure that that is accurate information that you're feeding into this AI, into this system that you're programming. And it has to not only receive information, right, but it has to act on it at the same time. And that's live. So that's like WebSocket. So you have to realize right away, the parallel processing and how all that works. We're still not at a place where, these bots will outtrade, beat the system, so to speak. Because if that's the case, we tell people all the time, BlackRock, Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, like all these big investment firms and hedge funds, if this technology was there, I can promise you guys, between me and you, I've worked in the industry for quite some time, it wouldn't be public information. They'd just be making millions and millions. Why would you? It's like a cure for cancer, as some people say. Like, you know what I mean? You make more money giving medicine to sick people. Now, not to say that won't come out, because that's what I love about open source. I'm a huge advocate for open source. We're really excited about that. A lot of the, pump contracts that you see and a lot of the stuff that you're seeing in the public, really people don't open source those things because they worry about competition and stuff like that. We're really excited to announce that we've been speaking with our CTO about this for quite some time, that we're going to be open sourcing a lot of stuff because we're developers at heart at the end of the day, and we want to contribute to the overall growth of the industry. So if people can come in and they can utilize the tech or the stuff that we're building, we have like 20 some people on the team at this point, or we have our departments broken up into our gaming department, our dev department, so it's something we've been working hard on. We're in the process of raising a seed round. So the whole thing, that it's been nutty for us, man. It's been like an emotional roller coaster, because I agree with Kai, like the runway, you want to keep the dream alive and you want to keep building and growing. But it's not easy, right? Like everybody has lives. We all have jobs like on the side that you do, and then you do this full time as well. So it's like you're juggling your life and your kids and your wife and so it gets crazy at times. But we're finally excited to be making a lot of big progress. February 4th, we're going to be looking to launch the AI agent platform in partnership with Sonium, working with Optimism as well. A lot of cross-chain. That's always been our thing. Like Posse's always been like chain agnostic. Cross-chain technology has kind of been where we really want to push the boundary. So even when you look at token standards, omni-chain standards, experimenting with that with NFTs as well as our tokens, like that's kind of like where we're trying to head in, is more of the unification of everything as opposed to the fragmentation. So what is Yeehaw and what does it do? Simply put, it's an AI agent platform. And what that means is that you'll be able to launch your tokens and attach that as an agent. And we are going to be opening, like I said, subscription models for people to do more advanced things. So you will be able to do stuff like voice, you'll be able to do stuff like video, you'll be able to do stuff like maybe plug in through APIs into gaming characters, working on our metaverse, things like, trading. And here's what I mean by that. So imagine you're like, hey, when this limit order, when this hits this, or this price hits this, buy this and then send it here. Kind of like trading bots. Like, you see how Mev bots work and stuff like that. That's more along the lines of where we're working towards. It's more realistic, right? It's more something where you don't have to sell the audience this great big promise and say, oh my God, we're going to like change the world. No, I don't think we want to change the world. I think we first want to solve a problem, right? A small problem. And that's how all good businesses and development goes. You start with a very small problem and you scale. So it's fun. We're still working out some bugs. We got a complete new UI overhaul coming. That's why everyone was saying, what happened with the site? We're completely overhauling it, like an entirely new experience. It's going to be all in one. So AI agents, our NFT marketplace, everything is going to be included into one platform. The swap, it's pretty cool. So we're pretty excited about that. Shout out to all the guys that have been grinding all night with me. If you go into Discord, when you look at our dev chat, you can see the voice channel is open like 24/7, and you can see all all of us are in there like developing live. So if you guys are in there and you want to like jump in and be a part of a session or stuff like that, we love to have you guys in the Discord jumping in on sessions with us. We love to teach people and kind of show them how all this works. So that's kind of like the gist of what we'll be doing. It'll start out with your Twitter, your Discord, and your Telegram, and that's the business to consumer side. On the B2B side, we're going to be working with projects to help them develop their own. So we're going to be opening up basically a platform where we can say, hey, custom built from the ground up. If you want your own AI agent, what you want it to do, how you want it to work, we'll be working with other organizations to help them achieve that goal. So we're pretty excited about that. I think at this point, we'll have the mobile game, as everybody knows, coming out soon. We ran a couple public tests already. It was really fun. So thank you to everybody that participated. It was an absolute blast. We're going to have more. Roundup is currently live. So, the swap. And I think at this point, that's the goal, to push the boundary on that. The one thing that I wanted to jump into is onboarding. And I wanted to get all the founders and the people that are on the stage today who are incredible at doing this to kind of teach and educate people on getting onboarding. How do you bridge to Sonium? Like, how does all this work? Because there's so many people that are asking these questions. We're going to be releasing videos. Sleazy is working on some tutorials with the marketing team. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff, threads and stuff like this, just for everybody to kind of get an understanding of how it works. Thank you for being patient and bearing with us. Like I said, it's a lot, guys. Like, we have literally 7 to 9 ongoing projects. We're hammering away. It is taking some time, but we're finally getting there little by little. So you guys supporting and your patience, it's been unbelievable. Like, I have no idea how we got here some days. I feel completely unqualified, and it's just cool that we're still able to accomplish this. So I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. That being said, onboarding, one of you guys, I would love for you guys to talk about, how can people onboard to Sonium? What does the bridging process look like? Do any of you guys want to walk somebody through that? Like, walk people through, how do you bridge onto Sonium and how does that work? What's the easiest way? How do you guys do it? You know what I mean? Like, maybe what wallets that you use. Let's get into that so we can help people.
Yeah, I think.
Is it me? Oh, okay.
Whoever,
yeah, okay, Mojo, let's go.
Yeah, whoever. I want everybody to give their advice on this.
Yeah, so
Step by step, though. Think about it as like you're
Yeah.
talking to like a 3-year-old, because that's how I am.
Yeah. So number one, the first thing is that you need your wallet set up. I'm not too sure if you want me to go through that.
Yeah,
But number
I
one,
mean basic stuff. Basic stuff. You can cover it.
yeah,
Yeah.
go get a wallet set up. So like go to MetaMask or Rebby wallet. So like I think one of the best EVM wallets are Rebby wallets, if not OKX Web3 wallet. Yeah, so like if you're on mobile, OKX Web3 wallets, one of the best. Like they are definitely partners. But I'm not shilling them. It's one of the wallets I use. Yeah, so Rebby wallet is the one on the desktop, one of the best one I've seen. It also tells you what is happening on your transactions.
We'll put this
So,
information in the Discord too, guys, and then you guys can post something in your Discord. So we'll get some information, guys, so you know you can get all this stuff today. This is recorded live, so you can go back and watch this as well. Go ahead, Mojo.
yeah. So the next thing is you need to fund your wallet. So you either use an exchange. Yeah. So like I'm based in Singapore, so
Okay.
I actually use Binance.
Okay.
If not, there's Coinbase. So like people based in states usually use Coinbase.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think Coinbase has a very good onboarding process to purchase your first crypto, buy your ETH. Yeah. So if you haven't noticed, Sonium the gas fee runs on ETH. So Ether is the crypto that you're supposed to buy. So the next portion, go to Super Bridge, or depending
Where's
on
that?
where
What's the website? What bridge?
I can't remember the yeah. So if you don't know, go to Sake's site. There's this bridge button.
Okay. Yeah, put the link
Yeah.
up in the chat, and I'll send it
It's,
live at the bottom.
Superbridge.app.
No, put it in the comments though, like not the private chat, but the public chat right there. So you can type at the bottom, so people can know where to go to bridge. Any one of you can. Kai, Nico, anybody can go ahead and post that in there. I want to
Yeah,
get that up.
I'll send the link there later. So like from there you can purchase your. I think he accidentally exited.
That's all
Yeah.
good.
So the next thing is go to Super Bridge. If not, wherever your. Okay, so I want you guys to save money. So send your money to base.
Yeah.
Go to send your money to base. The next portion is you could actually head to Rhino.fi. So Rhino.fi is where you can bridge from base to Sonium. The gas fee is extremely low.
Mhm.
Yeah. So from there, so it depends on which app you're going to explore. So you have Posse, you have SoneX, you have Kyo. So these are the apps you could initially explore. So like if you were to come to Sake, so app.sakefinance.com. That's where you can come to our lending protocol, lend your ETH, borrow some USDC, go to Kyo and do something, go to Sonex to do something, or eventually go to Posse to purchase your first NFT or mint something. Yeah, so like these are things I can think of. Or you could even go to other platforms which you can do other stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Kiel?
Rhino, and then there is Owl 2.
Okay, what's your process, Kai? How do you handle your bridging and all the stuff that you do?
Yeah, we've listed several bridge protocols on our ecosystem page, which will be redesigned again. But basically, it's up to which asset you want to bring to Sonium. If you're bridging, and which chain you're bridging from. If you're bridging from Ethereum, definitely Super Bridge would be the best option, since you could bring all the canonical tokens. And if you are bridging a RapidTC, for example, there are no liquidity for RapidTC now, by the way, at the moment. But if you're trying to bridge RapidTC, you could use a layer 0 RapidTC. And for the USDC and Ethereum from other L2s or L1, you could use a cross protocols bridge that they use market makers to fill your request and bridge within a few seconds. So it's really super convenient, and it gives a good quote for every chain. So if you're bridging from other than Ethereum mainnet, definitely of course would be a good option. And there are also Rhinofy who are also giving options to many other chains that of course doesn't support and Superbridge doesn't support. Yeah, there are a few other bridges, but those three, Superbridge, Accrues, and Rhinofy, would cover most of the assets and chains, origin chains that'll cover everything, I think.
Solid. Nico, what's your bridging process? Like, what do you do? Like when you come over, what do you recommend to people? And then I'll get
Yeah,
your guys' closing thoughts.
guys, it's more or less what Mojo and Kai described. So for me, usually it's Super Bridge because it's really easy and efficient to get your funds into Sonium itself. So I usually use Super Bridge. And
Oh, shout out to Kamran. He says Astar Bridge also works well. I usually use it.
ah,
So
right,
Yeah, there's Astra.
yeah, I was gonna
right.
say, so we could try.
Of
Yeah,
course.
guys, check out the Astar Bridge. That's actually really cool as well.
Right. Yeah. But it's super easy and convenient. I mean, to use Super Bridge, and I think that we should go one
Hey,
step
Kamran,
behind.
my bad. Kamran,
Sorry.
put the link up. Kamran, put the link up for the Astar Bridge. I'll share it with the community. We got 320 people, so we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in for the whole time. Go ahead,
Amazing.
Nikos.
Amazing. So yeah, I usually put it one step behind to how to educate people and give them, the idea of why they need to go to the decentralized landscape. And sometimes people, especially the newer users, they don't know the reason why they should try the DeFi in general, and of course, the blockchains and stuff. So maybe before giving them, the instructions on what bridge to use and how to bring their assets into, for instance, Sonium now, we need to convince them over why they should come to
Oh, okay.
Sonium
Yeah.
itself. So that's really important, because sometimes I have like friends from real life who ask me, why should I try it? And why should I try Sonex, for instance? I have to convince them and give them all the explanations over why
Mhm.
it's more, let's say, how to say, not profitable, but it's better for their own use and management of their assets to go to the DeFi landscape. And yeah, that's the starting point, I think. If we convince the people to move out from the central exchanges, for instance, to go to the blockchains and the decentralized exchanges, that's the winning point. And then I think that the people will get to know the reason why, how and why to let's say use and transfer their funds. But also it's really important because some of them, at the point that they get convinced that they should come to that direction, then we need to give them some good, let's say, easy guidelines on how to bring their assets in. And that's what I mean. Both Mojo and Kai and also the other guys in the chat shared. So yeah, those are the steps. I mean, then if you get to know the basics, then it's really easy and convenient to be, let's say, more familiar with the process and do it like by heart. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
So we'll close with closing thoughts. We'll start with you since you were last.
Mhm.
Tell me what's your closing thoughts? Why should the world? It's almost like Hot Ones. If you ever watched a Hot Wing show, I like to do it like this. Take a look into the camera. Tell everybody who you are and what you're doing and why they should go check you out.
Right. The thing, is that I don't use my cam now because, I mean, okay.
Well,
I
you
don't
know what I
want to
mean.
be too much.
That's what I meant to say, but you know what I mean, figuratively
Yeah,
speaking.
I know. I'm just joking. The thing is that, okay, I want to, let's say, convey the message to the people that they should use all our projects. I mean, it's not just Sonex, of course. And that's the idea of the ecosystem and of being, let's say, all together and working all together at the same time for the common goal. The idea is that I want the people to follow our campaigns, to check our products, give us their feedback, of course, right? I mean, we need the feedback from the community. There are some, of course, bugs. There are some mistakes. We're still in the early processes of the mainnet, so there should be some bugs and things that we need to fix and improve in terms of our projects and the products that we are offering. But at the same time, we want the people to come and use our products. Use of course Sonium, right? Because Sonium has a lot to offer. There is a big name behind it, and I think that this journey will be really exciting. So we're in the early stages. We still haven't seen anything, and
I agree. You there? Did you break up? I think you broke up on me. Is it just me? Did everyone else hear him cut off?
Yeah, I think he broke off.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Nico, I love you.
hey,
You're the man.
hey,
Wait. Try again.
you
Yeah.
heard
There
me,
you go.
right? You
There you
heard
go.
me.
Now I can
You
hear.
heard me till the end. Okay. So yeah, my let's say ultimate thing was, I mean, to share to the community and all our guests and the audience that they should try Sonium. They should see what Sonium has to offer and what it can offer. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a really nice journey, and I think that it's totally worth trying Sonium and try what, of course, especially in terms of entertainment and those kind of utilities that Sony can bring to the game, to the table. And I think that all people should try it. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for having me today. It's been really nice, as always.
No, we love you, man. We genuinely, and
Likewise,
I say
likewise.
that from the bottom of my heart, man. You guys are
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Go ahead,
Likewise.
Kyle. I'll work my way from the bottom up, man. Like, let them know who you are, what you represent, and why they need to check you out.
Yeah, I think we've been discussing about this topic for the past 2 hours. But yep, I'm Kai from Q Finance, and definitely we are offering like we already offer like a good experience in DEX that you've never seen elsewhere, and we are going to develop a good user experience for DeFi protocol. And DEX is a water and electricity of the chain, and we want Sonium and every other L2s to work like seamlessly for Web3 natives and Web2 travelers who are coming to Web3 for the first time. I don't want them to feel any kind of barrier in the experience. So that's why we're revolutionizing this part. And even for the we're also not only a DEX but a VE DEX, which means a vote escrow tokenomics. We don't have a token yet, but when we do, there will be a voting, bribe, and reward feature enabled, and it optimizes the emission, and there will be a lot of opportunities for everyone to earn something with your tokens, and trade LPing and earn and everything. And you could participate in governance through voting activities, and that would be a really easy process without any complicated terms like APOs or NFTs that you usually see on other VE DEXs. So that's what we're trying to do: simplify everything, simplify DeFi until it cannot be simplified further. So please tune in to our announcements and everything, and experience yourself and experience every Sonium protocols and watch them how they evolve, and be part of the community. Thank you.
Thank you, man. As always, I tried to keep it. This time it wasn't 2 hours. We're at an hour and 20 some minutes, but I tried my best. I'm sorry.
I always.
Mojo, tell them who you are, what you represent for those that are tuning in, all 332 people, and let them know why they need to go check you out.
Yeah, so I'm Mojo. I'm from Sake Finance. Should I go through the boring introduction?
Whatever, follow your heart, man.
So what we do is we sip sake all day. No, I'm kidding. So at Sake Finance, what you could do is put your asset to work. What I mean by putting it to work is like on a daily basis. If you put your money in the bank, people can borrow it out to use. So we are giving you the exposure that you need, rather than you putting your money in the bank. So when I go to my Web2 friends, that's what I tell them. Why do you keep your money in a bank when you could actually earn more by putting it in crypto, USDC, be on Coinbase? So you could actually move all this to the DeFi space, which is what Nikos just shared. So by visiting Sake, you could actually deposit your ETH, your USDC, your USDT. So all these assets are generally the major assets in the space. So by depositing all this, you could also borrow other assets, which you could actually utilize at other protocols. For example, Kyo, ZoneX, or even Posse. So Posse, you could use it to purchase NFTs. Although it's a lot of speculations, but these are things that you could do. So definitely come to Sake Finance, check it out. Even if you do not want to use it, have fun with our Sake Lucky Spin, which is going to happen in the near future. So there's definitely more things coming up. So like what Kai just mentioned, simple one clicks. I believe that's what everyone wants to do. So a lot of users, they do not know how to look their assets. So by having these strategies, it simplifies the action for the users. So anyone who is very DeFi driven, you will actually know that I can lend an asset, borrow a different asset, and then loop it over and over again to get a maximum yields that is involved. Of course,
It's a rabbit hole.
similarly, yeah, it's a very dangerous rabbit hole, but that we are limiting our users. We teach our users not to overlook. Yeah, so another portion of it is similarly with everyone else that is building on Sonium. I believe all of us are running a points program. So like points is equivalent to something. So you guys will know when the announcement comes. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Sonium is a very early, at a very early stage. I believe there's lots of things for you to explore. So take that step, go to Sonium, have fun, especially with all the creative. So like I think NFTs are supposed to take off. It's probably not the season yet, but once it's the season, you will see creators coming onto Sonium, yielding all the benefits that are out there.
Yeah. Well, first off, thank you so much for sharing that, guys. That brings us to our conclusion. This guy keeps driving me nuts, so I promised you guys I would. I will play something for you on the way out. But before we do anything like that, I just want to say, listen, man, I see Sleazy already smiling. Like, if people have been trying to get me to play this damn guitar live for so long. I used to tour.
Guitar.
I toured for so long. So, like, shout out to Dante Coluccio. It's been like a father and a mentor to me. I love you. He was like, my mentor when I was younger in a dark time. And he was Ozzy Osbourne's touring bass player and an engineer. And the guy was absolutely incredible. So, my early days was working as an audio engineer before I became a software engineer and being in studios and kind of touring and playing shows and going. I loved Warped Tour and all that stuff. So that was my life for a very long time. You can't see, but there is many, many guitars in my house. So I have them all over. That being said, check out Sonium. It's absolutely incredible. I love what's going on here. Do your own research. Never financial advice, but the stuff that's going on here is cool. Everything starts off a little bit slow at first, but at the end of the day, we're all developing, we're all building, we're all growing. And I think there really is a lot here. You got to start somewhere. I think at the end of the day, you got to make a commitment and you got to stick to it and you got to follow through with it. And there is a lot of cool projects building here, and I'm pretty excited to be here. So listen, man,
We can't hear you, by the way.
You're muted.
No, still can't hear you.
what about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how well can you hear this? No?
That's good.
Are you sure you can hear that though?
Yeah.
How well can you hear that?
Yeah, pretty well.
Pretty well?
It's pretty good.
Okay, cool. Just in case. All right, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
This is probably better. All right, I'm trying to think of oldies. So do you guys know like Stand By Me? Like stuff like that, like old school? That's like a popular global song. When the night is, you guys don't know that? Like Stand By Me. You don't know that?
I know the song, but I'm not too sure about the rest. Stand by me, something like that.
Maybe no Dancing Queen?
Do you? Do you know certain songs? So it basically goes like this. So, not playing with a pick, so it's a little bit different. But There you go. You finally got me to do it.
Hmm.
So anyway, that being said, I love you guys, man. Now that you made me go crazy, embarrassed me on stage. But
Do you want another choir if people have like caught our?
you got what you wanted out of me.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you guys are amazing, man. I appreciate you tuning in. It's awesome every single week. You know, we're getting everything going. We're going to continue to get, you know, so many cool guests and different people up here. You know, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Keep supporting the cause and the community and all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. That being said, guys, one love, peace. We out of here.